Biscayne Boulevard was constructed in 1925, originally bought by Hugh Anderson and Roy C. Wright. The boulevard was supposed to be the American Mediterranean. Buildings on the boulevard weren't constructed until the 1940s. This is due to the fact that between 1928 and 1934, the Miami area was struggling from the Great Depression. There are a few buildings on the boulevard that date to the 1920s, and by the 1950s, when America shifted to automobile culture, development of motels began to flourish. The word motel comes from the combination of motor and hotel, which implied that motels were accommodated for highway travelers. The different buildings, specifically the motels in Biscayne Boulevard, show a wide history of Miami through the decades. The Sinbad Motel was built in 1953, and the original permit was for a 12-unit apartment. The total cost of building the motel was $108,350, and it has changed vastly through the years. The Shalimar was built by architect Edwin Reeder in 1951. Its design alludes to sea adventure, and according to the original permit, it was built as apartments. The swimming pool was later added in 1955. The South Pacific Motel was designed by architect Charles Gillard in 1953, and while it wasn't one of the biggest motels in the 1950s, its neon sign makes it stand out amongst the other motels. Although it is currently being used as an advertising company, the company opted to keep the aesthetics and neon signs from the original motel. The Vagabond Motel is a City of Miami historic landmark. Designed by B. Robert Swartberg, the 53-unit motel is a perfect example of Miami modern style. From its open-air plan to its angled shuttered windows and open catwalk, it was a welcoming place for families. The Vagabond has been restored to its original state with a few minor renovations in the rooms.